that's so slender.
Good lord. Okay, welcome to episode 9. I believe it's episode 9? Yes, it is episode 9.
Hashtag that's so slender.
We should start. I tried to start a hashtag. It was Save Me Frodo.
I'm the only one that used it.
Yeah, if you click on like the Twitter,
It doesn't even pop up.
nothing shows up.
What about one-legged Herschel? #1 trending topic in America.
Oh
that
yeah,
one night.
that's hilarious.
It wasn't a spoiler. It
It
was shown. It was shown in the commercial. It was shown in the commercial.
Very much, whatever.
Okay, episode 9 of the Shoulder Button Boys video game podcast. With me today I have Marty Isaacs,
Hello.
Matt Lawrence,
Hello.
and Adriano Petty.
Hello.
So we're gonna start off with what we're playing, and Marty is gonna tell us what he's been playing.
I have been playing a lot of Borderlands 2. I find when I stop playing it, I
For
miss...
the PS3 or
For the PS3. I find that I miss the universe. I miss not being immersed in it. So I tend to go back to that every single night. I have like 4 or 5 different characters now.
And what's your favorite class?
The Gunzerker or the Necromancer, actually.
Yeah.
I hate Zero, but that's who I'm the farthest with.
I started with 0 and then
You stopped, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, because you started Borderlands 1 with the Assassin too, right?
Yeah, I
Did
don't
you
know
like him back
why.
then, though?
I enjoy sniping, but I'm just as good as a sniper if I'm the Gunzerker.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I find that a lot. Like when it comes to gun,
Mm-hmm.
I'll use the term gun control or gun whatever. It's pretty much the same for all the characters.
Yeah. Matt Lawrence.
I've been playing a little bit of Happy Wars, as well as I beat Saints Row the Third this week.
Oh, that's
Finally.
right. Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was a little extreme. That's a bit of an extreme ending because there's 2 endings. I'm not going to give it away, but
Oh, that's right. I remember
extremely,
it now.
extremely weird. I'll give one little hint. It's something to do with Mars, which is a little weird, but but that's all right.
It was a really good game, and it went highly unnoticed. A couple other big games. I think Skyrim came out around the same time.
Yeah, Skyrim came out like the next week or something,
I
or the
think
same
so.
week.
And so it was kind of like overshadowed, but it's an amazing game.
It's really good.
I really wouldn't
Second one's
recommend
better.
going back to play it. Second one's better?
Second one's better.
I don't like the controls in the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it the same? No.
It's-
Oh no.
but you feel sluggish. It's just not good.
That's true.
All right. Adriano?
I am playing Borderlands 2 for the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm. And your
Because
favorite
you
class?
assholes didn't want to get it for 360, practically
Oh, I
playing by
already been
myself.
playing with Marty. I mean, we played the first one.
You can go ahead and buy me a disc tray. and
Or
then I can
just-
play with you.
Just do some DRM licensing and get it.
Foreshadowing.
I've been playing a lot of that, and I can agree with Marty's statement. When I leave, I'm like, I just want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about the game is a great improvement from the first one. Not to say the first one was shit. It was just they took what was already great and just
Be hard to go back now.
fixed little things here and there. Like most notably is I know they didn't start it, but is the trash system or your favorite system.
Mm-hmm.
You just mark everything as trash you don't want, and when you go to vending machine, just hit, for Xbox at least, it's left stick down and just sells all your trash.
That's awesome. So convenient.
Very, very convenient.
Now, I would say don't be like Marty and be addicted to gambling in that game.
There are slot machines.
I at Mad Moxie's thing in
I'll spend
Sanctuary,
about half my cash every time. I'm there.
every time I walk by, I always hit Y on
Yeah.
on the tip jar. $1,000.
Yeah. Well, there's an achievement for tipping her 10,000, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting that pretty soon.
All right.
But Borderlands starting that game has put me over the 20,000 mark for gamer score.
Nice. Really good.
I'm now over 20,000.
You know, Marty, the holidays are coming up. Why don't you just ask for a Xbox? A new one.
Yeah, the $50 price cut, and you can give me Forza out of it.
Nah.
Sounding pretty good.
I'll buy Wii U.
You want Halo 4, don't you? See?
Yummy Halo 4.
I've been playing. I finished Dishonored, the Bethesda game. Sneak around, and I don't like sneaking around in video games. So by the end of the game, I was just running through the levels, killing everybody, which is bad. It affects your outcome and affects how people react to you and stuff.
Now, does it affect it poorly or just differently?
I believe there are different endings, very slightly. It's probably all the same, but different outcomes.
How many times have you reloaded files and done things differently because you didn't like what you did the first time around? At least once, because I was there and I saw.
Well, no, because remember I died, and you said it was okay that I did that.
Oh yeah.
but I did do it once. I forget what happened. I forget what I was doing, but I did do it once. So
Now, is the story very good, or is it very?
it's the story. It's pretty cliche. You basically played like a protector of
Good job, Marty.
You play like the personal guard of an empress, and then they get attacked. The empress dies, and the empress's daughter gets kidnapped, and you get accused of killing and
Of
kidnapping the empresses.
I think somebody pointed that out. Like you got accused of killing somebody, and to prove your innocence, you just go around killing more people.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but there's some good stuff in there. It works out. It's all really nice.
And there is I believe there's an achievement if you beat the game without killing anybody.
Yeah, you can beat the game without killing anyone.
And our friend Joe tried it, and just an AI like NPC randomly killed another one, so he did not get the achievement.
There's also things that you gotta be careful where you put the unconscious bodies. Rats can come and eat them.
What?
They'll come eat their bodies.
Oh my
and
god!
One time I had picked up an unconscious body, threw him down the stairs to hide him so no one would find him. He hit his head and he died. So you gotta be really careful what you
That's
do.
hilarious.
Now, is it really realistic then? So, like, if someone hits their head, they like not like a headshot per se, but I mean, like, does the environment really play? Can they like fall and hit their head naturally and die?
Not really. No, I mean they're
Like,
not
you, like,
gonna
push
like
them?
trip or something.
No, I mean, you like push them and they'll hit their head, but like usually they won't die, but there's a chance they will, sort of
You
thing.
can't really push them, no, but it's but yeah. And I also today I just bought Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Another mediocre experience from EA.
Yes, it is actually.
Wait, that was today?
I bought it today. It came
Tuesday.
out Tuesday. No, it's okay. I like the first one better. The first new Medal of Honor better.
I like Airborne. Airborne was amazing.
Okay, on to our next segment. This is Apps with Marty. What do you got?
I have a couple apps today. I played one earlier. These are all free apps because if you listen to this podcast, you know, financially I'm a mess. So we're going with 3 free apps today. This first one is called Flow Free. It's pretty cool. You're given a grid, say 3x3, and you're giving 2 dots, 2 different colors, and you have to connect the dots.
Oh,
using lines.
I've played that.
Yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
fill up the entire space with lines too. It's pretty cool. It's addictive. I flew through it in one sitting until you get to like a 10x10 square
Yeah.
and with like 8 different colors.
I got up to 9x9.
Yeah.
That's when I gave up.
It's insane.
You don't have to fill up the entire. You don't have to fill up every square though. Like there's percentages. Like if you work it out, so there's like 2 empty squares, you can still pass.
Oh,
They
really?
just give you a lower rating.
Oh, okay. Because I just go for high score all the time. So that's pretty fun. You fly through it though, and that'll be it. Also, there's Fishbowl, which I just downloaded a few moments ago. Basically, you control a fish. It's a side-scrolling game. Basically, the goal to get the highest score possible. But you have to jump over obstacles. Your fish can also jump out of his bowl, so you can be controlling your fish bowl and the fish at the same time, which is pretty cool. But the jump mechanics are a little off, so I wouldn't recommend it. And also the YouTube player for the iOS, as you know, Google. The Google. Help me out, Ryan. It was removed from
Apple
removed
removed their native
Yeah.
YouTube app.
Yeah. So you
This
have
guy still got. He's still sporting a 3GS.
and the app still support it, like it still works.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, of
Okay.
course.
I still have Google Maps and everything, but I have a permanent 1 notification on my settings telling me to update. I can't get rid of it.
You got to update, man.
No, I'm not updating it.
Well, anyway, there's the Google released their own in the App Store, and it's decent. Like most of the mobile apps for YouTube, you don't get every single video. You will, such as Vivo videos. You'll have to download the Vivo player,
That's really
which
weird.
is
I don't
absolute
understand
bullshit. Also, there was no iPhone 5 support yet, so that's kind of shitty considering I'm using one.
You think Google will be a little faster with the update to that?
I think every app should just be instant.
Well, I mean,
Like-
you gotta fix it up.
Like I was sitting there waiting for Retina display apps and stuff, and it's just
It takes 2 weeks to get through Apple's approval process.
yeah. And by that time, I'm already done with the app.
Jeez, you go
Yeah.
through apps that quickly.
It's apps with Marty. I'm a busy man.
Man, I just remember the Thor game and how awesome that one was.
You played the Thor game more than I did. and
Man,
it's my segment.
you want a good app to review?
Yes,
App Shopper app.
I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Man, I'll get it.
I'll
give me
do,
a
I'll
phone,
do it.
I'll
in
do
the
it.
show,
Like
yeah.
today, I saved, like, honest to God, $15 because of that. Like both Grand Theft Autos 3 and Chinatown were knocked down from $9.99 and $4.99 to $1 each. I bought them.
Holy crap!
I got a push notification says they've been dropped. I'm like, all right, and I bought them
Downloading
just
as
like
we speak.
that.
Also,
But you do need an account, so you need to go to the website first.
also Harry Potter 2, Lego Harry Potter 2.
That's right.
I got the first one and it was trash. It felt like crap. The second one is miles better. It feels more like the console version, which is a good thing. Which is my favorite Lego game, actually.
The second one?
Yeah.
You got the second one?
No, the first one.
Oh,
First one's my favorite.
There's
Lego game.
a Borderlands
app coming out. Yeah.
app or game.
Game.
What was it called?
Legends?
Legends.
No, is it Legends?
Revelations probably.
No.
Revelations is the worst word to use for
Silent
a subtitle
Hill.
on a movie
Mass
or a
Effect.
game.
What about Revengeance?
Revengeance. Oh my god.
No,
At least no one else is using that.
Nobody does subtitles like the Mass Effect series. Infiltrator, Invasion.
Pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah, there's Okay, before we deviate onto something else, I have a question about Borderlands 2. What are the golden keys?
You get that as a pre-order, correct?
I'm
I
pretty
got
sure.
one as a pre-order, and I opened up the golden.
You
keys.
won't be getting another.
Wait, you can't find any else in the world?
I don't believe so.
I'm pretty sure you should be able to.
What I think I understood from what I read today is you need to have like a separate website and a separate account, and you have to link it to your profile, and then you get codes you have to put in. That's how you get more golden keys.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of loopholes.
I thought it would have just been something. Oh, they're really hard to find. They're in the wasteland somewhere, and you just gotta find golden
No,
keys.
that's I think that's Iridium.
There's a Facebook giveaway right now for them.
Yeah, but even if you have the code, it doesn't do anything. Apparently, unless you have
That sucks.
unless you have an account, and that account is linked to your profile.
Man, I wasted my golden key right when I started the game.
Yeah,
I ran to the chest, opened it. I didn't know, and then,
Yeah, it's like okay. I'm like, so now what happens? I'm like, and then I asked my buddy, I'm like, where are more golden chests? He's like, there aren't anymore. He's like, that's the only one. I'm like, but I already opened one, and I found another one. He's like, that's the same one. It just resealed.
yeah.
So
All right, here we go. Signing up for Gearbox's shift service, pre-ordering Borderlands 2, entering a shift code periodically distributed by the Gearbox software Twitter account. Those are the ways you can get a golden key.
Now, is it like first come first serve for that code, or is it like anyone can?
I read that anybody can use it.
Oh well, I gotta sign up then.
I'd imagine it's kind of like when Pokemon are given away at events,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Because the one I saw from an article on excuse me on GameTrailers.com was it was like you have like a 2-hour limit, and it was like time stamped, and it's just a code for PS3, Xbox, and PC. It's just put it in. Whoever, as many people can use it.
Cool.
Oh, just so you know, I just read this as well. The number of keys assigned to each player is stored in profile.bin, and all keys are lost upon deletion of this file. Profile.bin is currently not backed up to the Steam cloud, so users who uninstall Borderlands 2 without first backing up their profile lose their keys.
Why do they make it so difficult?
Good lord.
Why can't it just be easy? I mean, why you gotta go sign up for some other crazy thing?
Just be careful.
Jumping
when-
through hoops, just like trying to get an M1 Grand.
Can
with
you?
a
Are you?
scope?
So you're gonna sign up for a shift
Battlefield.
account?
I probably will. Yeah.
All right, you go through that. You let me know how complicated it is,
I'll
and
be
then that'll be dependent if I
I'll be
actually.
the guinea pig. Okay.
Yeah.
And the sign up thing is crazy because I believe EA now requires an Origin account to play their games on console.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get an Origin account for Mass Effect.
Oh.
I never after I logged in for the first time, I never had to use it again. I never had to bother with it, but I had to.
Well,
have
the
one.
Mass Effect datapad app you were using that's
that's
linked through
Origin.
my Origin account.
Yeah, that's Origin 2.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question actually. What's the point of the golden key? If you open it in the beginning of the game, who cares?
Okay, this is the rule. Oh, you want to explain it?
Sure. You're given the golden key, and the higher your level, the better the loot will be out of the chest. So if you sit there and wait, I waited to about level 19 when I opened mine, and I got 2 pretty decent guns.
Because all loot is random when you open up a gun case.
Right.
And the more players you have, the better loot and the more rare it is. So, like, if you have one person, if they're all level 1. If you have one person, you'll get gun whatever. But if you have 4 people that are level 1, you probably get better guns.
Right. Okay.
Me
So,
and Marty
like-
get crappy guns.
So
all
you
the
want
time.
an amazing gun, get 4 people in there, all level 50.
If you want shitty guns, come play with me and Ryan.
Well, then if I'm there, then it'd be 3 people, right?
Yeah,
They
so
say
you
that,
have to
but-
buy it.
I might.
No, you. Will.
I gotta get another
Assassin's
golden
Creed.
key. I gotta fix this. I'm upset.
They're untradeable, just so you know.
Yeah,
Because there's claptraps like bank thing that you can trade.
Yeah,
between
you can trade
characters,
between characters. Like,
but I don't think
found
the
that.
key's tradable.
That's unfortunate.
How far are you? You could start over again.
No, I'm not starting over. I like
You're
where I'm
level
going
12,
with,
right?
I'm going. Yeah, I like where I'm going with my skill tree. I'm not gonna.
Oh, my skill tree's crap.
Yeah.
It's a giant pile of
Just
crap.
go to the
I
customization
know,
booth and
you
just
can
redo it.
assign them, but
Do you get the same amount of points?
No, so what character are you right now?
I am Zero and Salvador and the Necromancer.
Oh yeah, you're like everything. What are you?
Commando.
Okay, Commando. What skill tree are you kind of leaning towards?
Survival.
Survival. Okay.
Yeah.
I did Gorilla. The left, the green one.
Well, because I don't really know what I need yet.
I love the turret, so I'm just putting everything. I'm beefing up the turret.
Yeah, because you can get the 2 turrets at the end.
Yeah,
there,
the very
which
last
is
one
awesome.
you get two.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out if it's like I'm trying to see how far I would have to go in order to get every skill tree filled up, and it's probably gonna go into a second playthrough
Yeah.
because you get 1 point, so you get 45 points on your first playthrough. Takes 5 points per thing. You can get eight things filled up.
But some only need 1. Some only have like 1 fill up. They're not
Oh, really?
5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the shield for the turret is only one-time use.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
Ryan's turret's better than us.
Yeah.
at the
I just
game.
throw it out and it kills everything, and me and Marty just kind of hide. So
Fantastic.
we're getting beaten pretty hard right now too,
Yeah.
at the level we're at.
Before we get going into just a straight up Borderlands podcast, let's get to the first story.
Borderlands podcast sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into our first story here. Back to EA. They're saying some crazy stuff again, like they always are. I believe their founder has said this. I have a quote here. The console market is always going to be with us because there's always going to be a hardcore segment, a segment that likes innovation. But it's going to become a smaller market and is going to be more like a hobby market. So this is pretty bold from one of the biggest
They've been saying a lot of
publishers
shit lately.
Yeah. So, do you think the consoles are going to become a hobby market?
Nope.
Nope.
Hobbies are more or less like models and stuff. Like that's kind of what
No, that's not necessarily true because
No,
there are
no,
hobby. You take any industry, you can find a hobby market version of an existing industry.
that's true. Yeah.
Well, what was your favorite board game growing up?
Mousetrap.
Okay, so that's a mainstream board game, just like Scrabble or Monopoly. Then there's
Right.
hobby market board games, which are like your Twilight Imperiums and your Arkhams and
Oh, okay.
your Cosmic Encounters, which me and my buddies play once or twice a week. So there are versions of that. So I can see maybe like does he say he thinks there's going to be a hobby market like just hobby market or like there's going to be mainstream and then hobby market?
Well, it's kind of unclear because he said that there's always going to be a hardcore segment.
That would be
like
mainstream
it.
probably.
But aren't most gamers pretty hardcore? They like these publishers seem to think that there's
Define
a huge
hardcore.
There's a huge family market and casual market.
There isn't.
They're not buying
Isn't.
consoles.
No.
The consoles are strictly hardcore people.
Or they're buying console but buying like Wii's.
Yeah, so I don't
Poor
really
poor
understand
kids
them.
at Christmas.
I really don't understand it, but
I hope I get a Wii U for Christmas. That'd be sick.
Or somebody just misreads and gets a Wii, like Ryan
I'll
said.
sell it.
oh
and
yeah,
get
I
a
want to bring
Wii
that
U.
up right now actually because we're
Yeah.
gonna move on to a Wii U. So I'll talk about that once I bring this up. But Mario Wii U, which was formerly promised to be in full 1080p, full HD, is they're now calling it just high definition.
And high definition
Can be 720.
now gonna be as low as 480.
Oh.
481p.
They're not gonna do that. I don't think they're that
That
crazy.
is considered high def.
They're not that crazy.
And 480p is just called EDTV.
But do you think this is gonna hurt them at all? Because people wanted the Wii to be HD.
It still is.
Good lord. Good lord. Yeah, but they don't advertise it as HD.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that.
HDMI is kind of the standard for HD now. So I mean, I don't think it's really going to hurt them.
They're packing it with an HDMI cable.
Oh my
Thank
god,
God.
I still
Thank
can't get
God.
over how awesome that is.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I'm just gonna get one and then plug it in my PS3.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring up my problem now. That,
I should do that. I got.
Just buy a Wii U and then just.
Oh,
use it.
I have an extra one that I haven't even been. I have one wrapped up sitting in my basement.
You have a Wii wrapped up?
No, HDMI cable.
HDMI cable. Okay.
Because I get 'em with the cable boxes, but I don't like component is good enough for me when it comes to the cable boxes.
But are you getting an HD signal?
Still HD. Whether it's component or HDMI, you still get an HD signal.
Yeah.
HDMI is just slightly better.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of HDMI cables just sitting in my basement.
And it carries audio.
Manual.
Yeah, that's true. But that I noticed though, I don't know what. Maybe you can explain this to me. I don't know why, but like my cable box, when I do a standard AV or a component, the cable box can control the audio. Why does HDMI like I can't? I have to hit TV function to control the volume.
Because it's on the same wire, so it's how it's carried. Because I'm pretty sure it's almost like they're mixed together, the video and the audio. So it's how your TV is receiving the signal. Whereas your AV receiver, when it receives a separate audio signal, it can take it and be easily separate it. Whereas HDMI, it can't separate the two.
Craziness.
Technology.
But yeah, I'm gonna bring up a little PSA here that they just lowered the price of the Wii U, $230. And I believe this is happening October 28th.
The Wii U?
No, the Wii. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The Wii.
yeah.
Lowering the price to $130, and it's shipping with Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. And what I'm afraid of is the holiday season's coming up, and that people are going to ask for the Wii U, and they may receive the lesser priced Wii.
Parents.
Poor kids.
Yeah.
Poor kids.
And this is the same problem they had with the DS too. When they had the 3DS, kids were like, "Oh, I want a 3DS," and the parents went out and bought them a DS
DSi and all that.
or a
good
DSi
stuff.
or something like that.
DSi XL.
And so I mean, and everyone agrees. I think that the Wii is a bad name.
I think that they should. I think retailers should double ask.
They should.
They're not.
Yeah.
They don't.
They're not going. I realize they don't care, but I mean, it's just kind of a common courtesy.
They're Wii user and sell regardless. Why not get a couple Wii sales in there while you're at it?
I think parents in general should just stop buying kids for their games. When I was younger, I'd just be like, I'd get terrible games. No offense to my parents, but they would buy me terrible.
I was
games.
fortunate. I was never really regulated with like they'd always ask like should you be playing this or whatever, but they only bought me 2 games in history: Gran Turismo 2 for PlayStation and Super Mario Kart for the SNES.
That's pretty good.
That was it. Every other game I've ever had, I've bought myself.
Jeez. I've been asked at the store by parents like what game the kid's asking for. It's really weird.
Yeah, because people come up to me and be like, "Is this like my kid? My kid wants a 3DS. Which one is this?"
Yeah.
Wait. At your store, like the.
No, I'll be standing at Walmart looking at
just
games.
like coming to the Apple store.
No, I'll be standing at Walmart looking at games, and then they'll come over and ask me, like, "Oh, you do this duty call thing? Where is that?"
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for a booty call. But it doesn't.
I get that all
Booty
the time.
calls, the
get that all the
DLC
time, right?
pack that's coming out.
I'm always in there looking for booty call.
So what do you guys think about this? The $130 price on the Wii.
I wish I waited to buy my Wii instead of buying the 4th one at $209.
Damn.
It's a good way to clear it out. I mean,
But I mean, the Wii sales have been dropping for the last, like, let's say 2 years, I think. Right?
it's good.
Oh,
Is
everyone
this going
has
to boost it back up somehow magically?
Didn't
Well,
they
no, they're trying to
report
get rid
that
of
the Wii U was going to be sold at a loss?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they recently did.
And regardless, I'm all for price drops. Who can complain, right?
Are they really going to make their money back on software? I mean,
No,
No.
You can't find good Wii games.
What-
You can't even find new Wii games anymore. You walk into like EB Games,
yeah.
I just find used stuff. I had to buy
Yeah.
Dead Space Extraction used because I couldn't find it.
Well, the GameStop and stuff, they're not taking GameCube games anymore, but they still take PS2 games, I believe. Right?
Mhm. Which
Dude,
is 12 years
I
old today.
Yeah.
I'll take GameCube games. Everybody wants to sell them to me.
There you
I'll
go.
buy them.
I was
They
actually looking for
discontinued all that.
GameCube games recently, too.
Go to One Up Games. They have an amazing selection downtown.
Nice.
Where's that at? I usually go to what's that? Entertainment Overload. They don't have. They kind of run.
By Longwood, near Mac.
Oh, okay.
Next time I go, I'll let you guys know. Whoever wants to tag along.
Definitely.
I have a good selection of
We need to hit up that Halloween store you're talking about, too.
amazing. I will not be going back there before Halloween, but
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
they have good sales afterwards.
Yeah.
Is it just Halloween all year?
It is. They have Halloween section all year. Like they have Christmas. They'll minimize their Christmas around Halloween,
Right.
and then they'll bring Christmas in when it's closer, and then they'll minimize Halloween, and they'll rotate it all the seasons in and out.
That's pretty cool.
But they have a really good selection.
What is this place?
It's called Amazing Party and Costume. It's off Islington, near Tobico.
We're advertising for these companies here. It's good stuff.
Well, don't mention it, man.
Gardoni bought the licensed Star Trek Next Generation uniform, an actual licensed one, and then You bought the unlicensed Elf Teen Warrior, which is Zelda. It's hilarious because it's the complete costume minus the logos.
That's pretty funny.
It's so funny. You go on his Facebook page and it just has pictures of him posing in the costume in his bedroom. It's just really weird.
Okay, what's your guys' view on season passes?
It's horrible. It's a disaster.
Because EA and Activision seem to love them,
I would agree with it if I agreed with digital distribution to begin with.
and we'll get to that
Yeah,
later.
but the idea of season pass is fine. I have no problem with it. It's just
But it all relates
where
to
its
how
origins
you feel about,
come from is where I don't like
how you
them.
feel about used games and stuff, right? Because it's almost like we understand used games are out there and that people need to buy them, and people can't afford full price retail games, and so they're like saying, so you need to buy a $10 pass to play our game.
Not necessarily. But has there ever been a game where you can't play the game unless you get the pass, or
It's
is it
just
just a
it's just for
feature?
online, isn't it?
What?
It's
just
just
like-
it's just
Like
for online. Yes,
multiplayer or like
just multiplayer.
You don't get the full game unless you buy the season pass.
Now here's a question though. Like, well, I don't know whether this distinguishes, but there's online passes. But now with Borderlands, I don't know how this works exactly, but season pass is, don't you get all the DLC for free?
Season pass is DLC.
You don't get
Yes.
Okay,
Online pass
is the online.
you can play online. That's it there.
That's the picture.
I wish you guys could see this because that's pretty awesome. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's obviously linked too.
Yeah, it's like you just have to call the teen
Oh
elf
my
warrior
God.
costume. Yeah, so for Borderlands, like it's and Ellie Noir did this did a similar thing. I think Gears of War did a similar thing too. You buy for release for Xbox, it's 2,400 Microsoft points,
Right.
which you pay for the first. You pay as a lump sum, and then you get 4 packs.
That's fair.
But
enough.
if you buy them individually, it'd be 4 packs at 800, which would be 32. So you're saving your. So you buy 4 for the price of 3.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm-
Something like that, I actually don't have a problem with, which is really could be hypocritical of me, but
I was a little
Well, no,
scared at
because
first for
the
Borderlands,
business behind it makes sense. I get
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Skyrim would be awesome. For
They want
that.
the money now,
And-
instead
and-
of waiting for the
And
next
it
DLC.
benefits because my brother and I share a system, so like he's buying the Borderlands DLC, and because all his licenses are on that system, I'll get it.
And if you really like the game, you know you're gonna get the
Yeah,
DLC.
for me, I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
season pass because
Yeah.
I know I love that game and I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
playing it.
It's my brother. He because he's doing his semester right now. He's like, it's been August since I played. It will be December before I play Borderlands. He's like, every time he walks by my room and just playing, like he just cringes. He's like, I want to play this game so goddamn badly.
Well, me and Marty had a little bit of a scare with the season pass because we got the Necromancer free
For pre-ordering.
with
Yeah,
pre-orders.
same here.
And then we learned that 2K Games
Yeah.
had said that there's gonna be 4
DLC packs.
DLC packs.
So you
$10
thought one
each,
of them was that?
$10 each, and so the season pass is $30. So you just pay for costs of all
Yeah.
forthcoming 3
But
DLC packs.
then you guys.
We guys learned that there's 4 additional DLC, and then the Necromancer
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count yet.
Yeah.
Because the Necromancer is just a character, right? It's
Yeah.
not a. It's not. It doesn't have any extra gameplay.
Nope, it's just a character.
Yeah. So
It's already on the disc.
Yeah.
Just unlocks it.
Mhm.
So have you actually gotten your season pass yet?
I did.
Okay. So, because I went to the Xbox Marketplace and it said season pass is there. This is how stupid the Xbox Marketplace is. Go to Xbox Marketplace, you go to season pass. It says purchase now, 2,400 Microsoft points. But it says do not purchase this
Yep.
in the Xbox
Don't
Marketplace.
buy it in the marketplace.
Yeah,
or
because
PSN.
then you just get charged twice when you try to do it in game. But then why would they have the fucking button to purchase it there if they don't want you to do it? Like that doesn't make any sense.
That's really messed up.
So okay. So if you got it, I'm assuming you did it on the in-game marketplace. You purchased it, right?
It might be different on
No.
PSN.
on PSN it says that too.
I
On PSN, it's-
wait. I purchased it on the PSN PlayStation Store,
Okay, you probably got charged twice, and knowing you probably didn't even notice.
and then I went to the I went to the game and it said purchased.
Okay.
Okay.
So you might be okay.
This is
Though.
the same guy who has a $40 deposit on a random iPhone 5.
That I no longer.
That you're
picked
never
up. I didn't
gonna- you're
pick
never
up.
gonna
Someone
get.
else has my iPhone 5.
Yeah. Why is that purple?
Don't scare me.
No, it's fine. It's just it's
Okay.
recording over the old last week's episode.
Fantastic.
It's
Um,
saved elsewhere. Don't worry.
Okay,
I know
so
what I'm doing.
you have the season pass.
Yeah.
So when it says season pass check mark or bought or whatever acknowledge.
Yeah.
then does it automatically download whatever pack is out, or do you have to actually say download this pack when it's available?
It downloaded the pack that's available. So I got the pirate DLC.
Did you actually click download it, or did it do it automatically?
I believe it did automatically. I bought the season pass, and then the thing popped up and said download the pirate, whatever it's called, DLC. I hit OK and then download.
What's your problem with this?
Because I want to get the season pass now. I want to put my brother's credit card in there. What the fuck was that?
Some music playing.
I hear music and then he just lunges for this light switch on the wall.
My dad's playing music through the sound system in our house.
Oh, okay. That was hilarious. Okay, see, like, I want to put my brother's credit card in because he said, just whenever you're ready, just take my credit card, update my info because it's been a while. Says, and just download the season pass under my name, so I'll be able to access it anyways. But like, I want to get the season pass, I just don't want to download it. So if that's the case, I'm gonna have to download it, not launch it, and then move the DLC to an external drive, and just not hook it up.
Yeah.
Because I want to wait until what did you say, level 25?
Yeah.
I want to wait till then to actually do it.
Well, once we're done the podcast, I'll check my my email receipts. See if they
Shoulder
double.
You
boys
probably got
investigate.
charged
See if they
twice.
double charge me.
Yeah.
But I
You
don't
probably
care.
got-
I don't matter me. It's all good.
Oh man.
How can that be legal? I
Oh,
don't understand that.
It's legal. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
That seems really stupid.
I use a grocery store example with Marty earlier.
I'm a grocery store. How the?
If you go in and steal a kilo of something, steal a kilo of cold cut meat, that is
Right.
theft. But if they charge you for 4 kilos and only give you 3,
Oh, okay.
they're morally robbing you of that money of value of a kilo, but that's not theft.
That's a disaster.
That's
So what can you do about that though?
Nothing. You just
You
take
can't
it.
go complain. I
but-
want my missing meat.
yeah. I don't know what you can do, but the same thing with that. If they had a thing on the marketplace that says do not purchase this here, but they still had a buy now button. If you clicked it, who's at fault? Is
Yeah.
it them or is it you?
I can't wait till we get to the rant. I'm all fired up and angry.
Maybe they know that they're feasting on the people who don't know. You know, they'll make some extra money for free.
Those
you know?
goddamn parents.
But it's but when I was looking at the DLC, it was in big, huge letters. It's the first thing I noticed.
didn't
No,
see that. I
no. The
didn't notice
Xbox
that.
One was a little fine print at the end, like the last thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to scroll to find that statement.
I saw it on my crappy little SD TV down in my basement. I saw it.
But when you go in the game, it takes you
What
to
kind
the
of
place-
operation you run at your place? No Xbox Drive, SD TV.
Yeah, it's brutal. I have to plug in my headset too when I play, so it's pulling me down. Okay. All right, here we go. I cannot play Borderlands without dress shoes on.
What?
I'm just gonna say that. No explanation. I'm just gonna say it.
Next week, at least.
Yeah, we'll tease it for next week. But whenever I'm playing with Ryan, I always ask him, "Are you wearing dress shoes?" And he says no, but I am.
I'm not gonna wear dress shoes. They're uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna sit there.
I'm sitting in a beanbag chair in my dress shoes. I have to do
I
it.
can oddly envision that too.
Are there those big ones too that don't fit?
Yeah, they don't really fit me.
But you wear them anyway.
Yeah, I got. It feels so gross not to play it with dress shoes on.
That's messed up.
Mm.
But in Borderlands game, when you go to like downloadable content, you click on it. It takes you to the PlayStation Store.
Does it take you to the PlayStation Store, or does it take you like in a skimmed down version that pops up on the screen? Because the Xbox One, anytime you go to like an in-game marketplace, it takes you to an Xbox style looking screen, but it doesn't exit out of the program. It literally just does it like a fraction of the screen.
Yeah, I've seen
and
it.
that's what it is. But it still looks like the Xbox One.
Yeah.
But
Limited
it's
to
the
that
in-game
content.
marketplace.
No, PSN will just take you straight to the store.
I'll take you out of the game.
Yeah.
And then had to reboot the game afterward. Certain games.
Install, then update, patch
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Well, PSN.
Day one
it.
patches.
PSN's
nothing.
Code
brutal
it.
for that.
See, I love updates. So I mean, when Sony says we're gonna make the next console not have as much updates, I'm like, no. I love updates.
I hate updates.
PSN updates take so long though.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Xbox is
That's
just
one thing I'll praise about Xbox. Their updates are instant. Update. All right, download. You just sign out. Quick bar.
No, I don't know why.
Automatically signs you back in and just relaunches the game.
Why does that have to sign out though? You're in a party chat and you start the game. You get taken out of your party chat. And
I don't. As long as it puts me
puts
back.
back in,
As
yeah.
long as it put me back where I was before it did it, I don't have a problem with that. But if I had to go in and say relaunch a game and sign me back in and go to the party, yeah. But the Xbox That's one thing I'll praise them for is they just put you back exactly where you
And
were
then-
when they were done.
And then for like actual system updates, can you skip them on Xbox?
Nope.
You can,
You can't.
you can, but then you can't connect to live.
Oh,
Okay, that's-
Every time you
Same
connect to
as-
live,
same
it
with
will say
PSN.
if you don't update it, we'll just kick you off.
Yeah.
So somebody on Reddit posted a screenshot of their unupdated Xbox from
like
launch.
day one, like
So it still had the the curved
yes.
curved
oh
thing.
my goodness.
No avatars. It was no apps. It was just straight up.
I love people that do things like that.
Yeah.
Did it look gross?
It looked relaxing.
Relaxing.
You don't have fucking advertisements running everywhere.
I love things like that. This is off topic, but you guys remember when they shut down the Halo 2 servers
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and people kept their Xboxes running because as soon as they turned their Xbox off, they wouldn't be able to access the server no more. So they just continuously ran their Xbox so they can play Halo 2 online.
Yeah, there's
That's
still some people
hilarious.
are doing that.
Those
Yeah.
people are my
Still?
heroes.
Still, yeah,
What
there's
a
still
waste of
people.
energy.
This planet gets
It's pretty
better.
awesome.
Like consoles sitting on.
Yep.
Use up so much energy.
There's a pop from GameTrailers.com, the Pop Fiction,
Yeah.
a recent one with Mega Man. They tried to debunk that one. Took them 3 weeks. They left the Wii system on for 3 weeks straight
Holy
to try to do
crap.
it,
So
and still failed. They couldn't do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our next story because we've only covered a few in this long time we've been talking.
it's been like
We had to make up for a non-episode last week.
Yeah. And this one is another price cut. This is the Xbox 360. It's getting a temporary cut for the holidays.
was the last thing we talked about the Wii price cut? Was it the last?
No,
story?
Activision
Okay,
and
okay.
the season passes and
I thought
stuff.
we were moving that slow.
No,
Xbox price cut.
but this is a $50 price cut for the 360. Just in time for the holidays, Microsoft has revealed 2 new bundles priced at $250, aimed at hardcore gamers and at families.
I love that statement.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Can't do both.
No.
Yeah.
Hardcore gamers and at families.
Oh wait! I think now that I'm actually reminiscing about reading the article, I think there might be 2 different versions.
Yeah, I think
You
you're
can
right.
there's a like instead of 250 and 2 games, you take out the 2 games, you put a Connect
system, yeah.
and then a Connectimals or whatever, and then you put a 4
Are
gig.
they still giving out Connectors?
I don't know. And then there's like a 4 gig model instead of the 20 gig. So that
Yeah.
I guess would be the family one.
Mm-hmm. But do you think this is going to help them through the holidays as well? They already have the lower $99 dollar Xbox, but you then pay the higher Xbox Live Gold membership.
Essentially like a phone contract.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. They were saying when they first announced that, they were saying that it could be a model for the next generation of consoles.
I totally just broke this thing.
That's all right. It's
Yeah, the problem. see, the problem with that. Okay, the problem with that makes it a new. Like, I hate how everything is a fucking investment nowadays.
mm-hmm.
Like you have to invest in it for long term, 3 years at least.
Dude, that's a good rant. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, I'm so pumped for the rant today.
Like phone, like the iPhone. You're locked into that for 3 years.
Yeah.
Is it something like that. Yeah.
Based on my care for the products I have, it's not going to make it 3 years.
Or the care for other people's products.
Oh, don't remind
This
me.
nice new dent in my iPad here.
I could care less for my phone, but I
Accents
feel
is
so
perfect.
bad that I dented his iPhone.
What happened to the iPad?
I dropped it.
But there's
and
but the reveal to it was hilarious because Marty had no idea
I didn't know.
for like 24 hours, and I'm like, I'm playing on Ryan's iPad. I'm like, what the hell did you do to this thing? He's like, what did you say?
He just
That was
pointed
Marty.
at me
He
or
said that was
something.
Marty.
You're like, yeah, that was Marty. And Marty was sitting beside me. He was like, what? He was like, inspecting. He's like, oh, I feel so bad, man.
It's a sizable dent.
It landed on one of these mic stands right here.
Oh my god.
Pink. It didn't make a sound though, because I thought it was fine. It was just like poof. That was it. There was no sound whatsoever. And now a nice gorgeous dent in the top right.
And then you offered him to trade yours,
Yeah.
the white one.
I don't want the white one. No.
The first day I got my iPhone 5, I was here, and I was eating leftover spaghetti that Ryan's mom cooked, and I dropped it in. I dropped my new iPhone 5 in
White
spaghetti.
iPhone. Is just
White, yeah.
so terrible. And you have a scratch on the.
There's a scratch on the screen, yeah.
Good lord.
I own my products. They don't own me.
Oh my god. Torture them. Oh man.
It's like it was like 2 podcasts ago when he was laying right here on this blanket that's still here. He was wailing around the mic stand. And his iPad and iPhone were just sitting right there, and he had no idea. He narrowly missed them every time, just wailing this thing around.
Oh the man.
That's horrible.
All right, some more Xbox news here. If you haven't already, you can probably turn on your Xbox and you'll find that there's a nice new dashboard update. They're trying to make it coincide with the Windows 8 that just launched like a couple days ago, or even yesterday, I think. Today, yesterday.
Yeah.
Today?
Today?
Yes, today.
Who
Today.
cares?
Yeah, who cares, really? So the new Xbox dashboard has more tiles. So if you couldn't get enough tiles from the first one,
they took all the space, the little space that you could see your desktop background.
Yeah.
Took all that space and condensed it and put even like a new rule. I guess they saw the iPhone 5 saying, "Hey, they added a row of icons. Let's add our own row of icons. Let's do that." That's what they did.
and another. I guess people are asking for this. I don't know who was asking for it, but they added Internet Explorer.
For me, oddly enough, I was grateful that came when it did because I can't charge my laptop and I needed a Reddit fix.
Oh, I see.
So I really, really, really like that.
I
Even though
used
the
it.
browser's terrible, it was
Yeah.
awesome to have.
First time I used that thing, it crashed on Twitter. I clicked on Twitter and I had to restart the Xbox. So I'm not very impressed.
I find with a few updates that after you update it and it restarts, you need to restart it yourself just
Yeah.
for things to work properly.
That's true.
So I usually do that as just a rule of thumb now.
Mm-hmm. I like the pins page.
I haven't used
like
that yet.
that.
How do you
That's
use
good.
that?
You just whenever you highlight an app
Mhm.
or a game, not necessarily like the marketplace. Not necessarily the marketplace. You can't pin the marketplace. But like I have Netflix, YouTube, and because you go to YouTube in the Internet Explorer thing and it can't run it. Surprise. So you have to use a YouTube app. But I have like Netflix, YouTube, and Internet Explorer. When you're on top of it, don't hit A to launch it. Hit for me at least. It's Y. I don't know if it's X for other people or whatever.
Why would it be different?
Because they swapped around the eject thing.
Oh, okay.
The
I
eject
see.
button used to be X, and somebody switched it up to Y. So like, I don't know whose it is now anymore. So you just hit X and it says that takes the details, rate, whatever, install or delete, and then you can pin it to the home. So then I just instead of going through everything, I just go play game underneath. It says my pins, and I go to it, and there's my games and my apps.
And that's your biggest problem, right, Matt? Is finding stuff with the tiles.
Yeah, I'm out of serious. Like I sit there and wait till someone comes online when they want me to download something. I'm like, all right, tell me where to go, because I don't know where to go.
I
I
need
go.
coordinates.
How did you get Happy Wars?
I went to H. I don't even know where I was. I was just like, ooh, there's like an alphabetical. I went to H and I'm like, ooh, Happy Wars, and I just downloaded it. I didn't know where
I think I
was.
just searched it.
For
Happy
me
Wars.
for me with the Xbox Marketplace, the biggest problem is I get used to it every year just before they do an update.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, now I got the hang of this.
And then they changed it.
Change it again.
Yeah.
So now I really hate this new one. I can't. There's too many things going on, and like now I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure they have 2 advertisements on the page at
Yes.
once.
Yep, they do.
It's a
the-
disaster.
I mean, for now at least, I think there are 4 apps on the Xbox. Like Netflix has like an ad and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
the
GameSpot has an ad.
still there's
Yeah.
there's like a still Netflix one, which I don't mind. But then like there's a Taco Bell one,
Yeah.
and then like you accidentally scroll over it to get to something else, and it only cuts in audio when you scroll over it.
And it's
So you
really
just get like
loud.
you get like a half second of audio just cuts in.
It's super loud too.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But you mentioned that they want you to use the YouTube app to watch YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is interesting because they just got rid of their Facebook and Twitter apps.
Yep.
And I guess that they're encouraging people to use Internet Explorer, going to the actual website, facebook.com, twitter.com.
That's fine because the Facebook app sucked ass.
Both
you couldn't
Twitter and
couldn't do
Facebook.
shit.
Yeah.
well,
on
they were
the
both
face-
limited. That's probably why they wanted to get rid of it.
And I remember watching the Xbox tutorial video on the Facebook app when it first came out a year and a half ago, whatever. And the girl who was doing it says she even acknowledged she's like, this isn't a full Facebook experience. Don't expect to do this a whole lot. And this is on a video from the Xbox dashboard.
That's
That's
funny.
pretty shocking, actually.
Yeah, for them to acknowledge that.
Are you guys actually wanting to go on Facebook on your Xbox though?
For me,
Yeah,
I
but-
did because I didn't have a laptop, or I still don't have a laptop.
Yeah, convenience. I mean, if it's there,
Yeah.
I'll
if it's
I'll
there
use it.
and I need to look up something,
My
I'll-
phone's always in my pocket.
mine's charging because it can't be too far away from an outlet at any given point.
But I see where you're coming from, Marty, because like it does take longer to access websites
Mhm.
using the controller and their little cursor. that you
Oh
have
well,
to
for me, I
move
have
around.
the chat pad.
So you just type it in like that.
Yeah, the downfall. I wish there was a way to tell it that I had a chat pad, so it would permanently hide the keyboard. Because even when I go to click a field to type something in, it automatically brings up the keyboard, and I still have this thing. So like it blocks my entire screen.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could just tell to ignore the keyboard.
Hmm.
But it's not good. It's not great. I'm not gonna praise it, but the browser for Xbox is probably the best one I've seen out of the PlayStation and the Wii. And
Yeah. PlayStation's is pretty bad.
it is a bad one.
And it's really slow.
The upside is it has plugins to run videos.
Yeah, it does. You
Like,
can, you can watch YouTube right now.
Yeah, like I was
and there's
able,
a YouTube app on.
I was able to go to game trailers and watch an episode of GTTV there. I
Yeah.
couldn't do that on Xbox.
Now you can't do that on the Vita. There's no Flash on the Vita.
Yeah, this is true.
So
It's
you can't.
HTML5 though, so everyone's slowly upgrading
yeah,
that.
everybody uses HTML5.
Flash got destroyed. It was bad.
It's a disaster. Well, HTML runs smoother.
I mean, Steve just pointed his finger. You no more.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The worst is if I have tabs open of like videos that I want to watch, but I don't end up getting to it. So like I hibernate my computer for like 3 days at a time. I open it up, like every window is just like the crash symbol. It's like this plugin is crash, and I just every single one. So now I gotta go close everything and refine the pages. Because I fucking hibernated the computer.
What do you guys think about the Xbox Marketplace? Is it easy to navigate?
No.
Easy to find new games?
No, it took me like 11 months to get used to it. And then they changed it again.
And Matt, he screams for help every time he's
I-
trying to download stuff.
I'm very techie. I have 4 tablets. I enjoy my technology. I get on the Xbox and I can't find what I want to buy. It's a serious problem.
So now Sony,
The search is probably the most useful thing on there.
the PlayStation Store, which I like. It's
That's
pretty.
good stuff.
It's easy to navigate. They're actually updating it.
Oh.
Now the people in the UK already have it. It got delayed here in North America, but I watched a video on it today. It looks pretty cool.
Is it not? Is it? No, it's not tiles. Is it?
It's not tiles,
Okay.
no. But what's cool about it is like when you go to like say you go to games, it'll have like the #1 selling game or whatever on PlayStation Store, and it'll have what's called like I guess like a hero page. So say you're gonna download Assassin's Creed, it'll have Connor on there, and it'll have like the whole theme of Assassin's Creed.
That's pretty cool.
And then there's the different game tiles. Well, not really tiles, but selections.
Don't scare me, Ryan.
I'm
Come
sorry,
on.
yeah.
Icons.
Icons. There you go.
You don't want to be the start of a lawsuit here now, do you?
I'm pretty sure we could be part of that for a lot of our episodes of the Shoulder Button Boys.
Mm-hmm.
But have any of you guys seen the new PlayStation Store?
I've seen like half of a screenshot of it, but I want to wait
can't.
the finished product.
You can't.
I've got no money, so no use for me at a store.
But what do you think of the current PlayStation Store?
It's okay. It's a little slow, I find.
That was one of the complaints because like you can go into a bunch of menus and then you hit a dead end and you had to back out
Yeah,
all the
that's
way
bad.
back to the homepage.
It's a little frustrating to use.
And with the new store, there's actually different tags you can put in. So say you're looking for a downloadable game and you want it to be like a horror genre or whatever,
So like,
and you want it to have
various
online
filters
multiplayer.
you can use,
Yeah, filters, and it makes your search easy. And then they have a smart search thing that says they want you to type in 3 letters, and you should be able to find what you're searching for.
Three
That's
letters.
pretty cool.
3 letters.
3 letters.
Yeah.
Have you tried that?
Well, it's not out yet. We don't have
Oh.
it, but I will. But I'm pretty excited for it. It looks
It
pretty
would
nice.
do that though.
Yeah, for me, if I like even in Google, when I type in, if I were to go Google, type in Google, I type in GOO. GOO. I have to finish typing it, even though it's suggestive. I always have to hit. I always have to finish typing it. That goes for anything I search.
Yeah, I typed the whole thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been delayed in North America. I don't think they've released anything on why it's been delayed, but the UK, I think it went down in the UK actually. So they must be having some sort of problem with it.
They probably don't want to do it widespread because imagine if they did it to everyone and then it all went down. So maybe they're like, all right, one region, it's working. Next region, it's working. Next region.
Yeah, I mean that's how they roll it. The new Xbox dashboard update. Not everyone got it at the same time.
I got it like a week late, but
Yeah, me too. Aaron had already had it and he
yeah,
was using it, and I didn't get it for like a week.
mine's different than Nathan's.
Oh.
His says that his background, he uses the same background I do, like theme, and it's the Minecraft one, and he calls it the brown sea. It's just like this brown massive thing, and then the Minecraft stuff's in the back.
Yeah.
His is gone, and his stuff's like way zoomed in. Mine's still there. It looks exactly the same. Like I don't know what the heck.
Maybe something bad happened.
Looks like crap.
All right, let's move on to the Wii U voice chat. So,
Oh, boy.
This is some good stuff right here. Like this is some good. I didn't think of this. Let's just throw in a feature.
what do you guys know about this?
you need a headset to plug into the
Third party.
sorry.
Party.
There's no
headset.
first party. You have to buy third party hardware into the gamepad, which has a built-in mic but cannot be used for voice chat.
Yeah.
It's always shitty mic, anyways.
But I'm presuming that might be used for Skype, which is voice
video
chat.
chat.
You know what's going to be used for when they use a Wario wear.
Oh
game, you're
God.
blown into the mic, levitated. That's what it's going to be used for.
Well, no, they had the video chat on there though.
Hmm?
You can video chat with it.
Skype,
Yeah,
I think.
video chat
You
as long
said
as,
that.
as long as you have a headphone or microphone.
Wait, no. You can video chat.
Yeah, Skype. That microphone
That's
works.
what the mic is for.
Really?
I believe so.
In-game chat.
So what's the problem here?
In-game
then?
chat.
Why are they
Party
limiting us
chat.
Party
to-
chat. If we're doing you know
If we're all playing Call of Duty, I can't talk to you
if
just a
we're
game.
I know what the
if we're
problem
if
is,
we're
but
playing Borderlands
what's their
2 in
problem?
2015 when Wii U's finally going to get
The
it.
problem is that first of all, they're not supplying you with their own first-party headset.
Yeah.
Not even one you can go buy. They haven't announced anything about a headset.
There,
Second of all,
there are
is,
companies that have announced them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Second of all, you need if you want to play on the Game Pro controller, you need to have your tablet gamepad controller
Yep.
next to you, and all these wires hanging off. You.
Oh,
No, it's one.
I get annoyed with the Xbox one.
I like the Xbox One because I don't like a time limit. That drives me crazy.
What?
I don't like a wireless headset like has a time limit. I don't know. that
Oh,
just-
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because my headset went out when we were playing Borderlands, and I can't plug mine in like you, Marty.
I have two, so I flip.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can plug it in, but it turns it off.
Good old wire, guys.
Yeah, wiring is best.
Wire Xbox.
Well, you have two headsets.
I have two Bluetooth, so one's charging, then I flip. Oh, ran out, so I just
Are
back
they
out of the
the same
game, flip
one?
it. No, one's Jabra,
Yours
one's
is
something else.
terrible.
Your PS3 one?
The PS3
That
one. I
was
sound
awesome.
like a
That was-
3-year-old child.
I wish
Yeah.
I recorded that because it was the funniest thing.
Hi guys, and everyone just bursts out laughing. Okay.
And the hilarious things you say too, it just sounded even more funny.
Holy crap! They're chasing us.
Oh, good lord.
Like the voice is just ridiculous.
Oh my god!
It's just like 5 octaves
Yeah.
higher than your voice.
Great.
I was like laughing the entire time. I couldn't even play the game. I was just following you guys laughing the whole
You know,
way.
because I kept asking, like, so what's wrong? And then everyone just starts laughing again. I'm
We
like, what
ran
the
him
hell's
over the
going on?
first time we saw him too, and he died.
That was bad. We were in the car and we just ran over Matt Lawrence.
Yeah, you ran me over. What the hell? I'm just like, hi guys. And boom. All right.
Man, okay.
This podcast is awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, Xbox has just recently reached a pretty huge milestone of selling 70 million Xbox 360 consoles.
Probably because like every single person who
One
bought the old
breaks.
ones, yeah, breaks. I have 11. I've been through 11. I have 5 in my house.
Well, there you go. Maybe that.
I still have my original one.
that's
What?
good.
Still going good.
Get out of here.
My Wii's break.
What the hell?
Wii's times 4.
My Wii is.
I think it's really just. I think it's selective. Like
Yeah.
Marty dropped his Wii down the stairs.
And it still works,
And it
right?
still works.
Still going strong.
How did you drop it down the stairs?
Me. This was carrying it downstairs because I'm Marty Isaacs. It fell.
Did it do one of like
Yeah, it rolled. And
slinky
I
rolls?
right on the concrete basement.
Oh my god. I would
Is it
cry.
not like a super long fall? Like where you just
I
not
wasn't.
watching
I
it?
wasn't. It wasn't the full step. No. The
Oh,
only
so it wasn't okay. I
the
thought
only
it
damage done was my the little door that covers up the GameCube controller ports broke off.
That's it?
it won't go back on. It's like broken and
A
all.
little bit tape in this one. But the majority of people I see
I hate-
Wii's, those are broken off anyway.
I hate the
Doors on things should not.
I
Don't do
took
it.
I took the little cover off my Xbox One.
Oh
Got
yeah.
the faceplate, snapped that thing right off. And then like as soon as I did it, I had remorse about it. I'm like, well, I kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah. They really need to stop putting little tiny doors on
Yeah.
electronics.
Oh, I can't wait till the PS3 Slim comes out and those things start breaking.
Oh my! Yeah, you're gonna see your disc like spinning
Yeah.
because it's just open.
It's just gonna randomly open while you're playing a game.
That thing sounds like crap. It like whoosh. What is this? A freaking like factory machine? Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Hydraulics? God, come on.
One more time, sound effect.
Whoosh.
Oh man.
Me and Adriano are pretty big fans of Mass Effect. What
Shouldn't
do
be.
you think about the movie?
Which one? The animated one or the live
No,
action?
the live action one that they're apparently working on.
That is never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just like the Halo movies. Never
Feel pretty
happened.
good because it's never gonna happen.
And they just lost the Thor writer, the writer for Thor.
That I'm okay with.
He also wrote I Am Legend, the screenplay for that. And he's been replaced by a newcomer,
Who's like never even got anything made. Right?
Morgan Davis. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Freeman?
Huh? Fole.
I just heard the name Morgan. I just
Morgan Davis Fole. You don't think it's gonna happen?
Never gonna happen.
no live action things have ever come out other than trailers.
They need to though. I want
they
video
don't.
game movies to do well. I don't want them having the
I
stereotype
think
of being
the
bad.
fact that video game movies or the opposite way around. So games based on movies, there you go,
Yeah.
are horrible. They don't
Yeah.
want to go the other way because movies are a lot more expensive.
But I think they could sell
Wait,
well.
what?
Movies are a lot more expensive to produce.
Okay. Yes.
So they don't want to go the other way around and then lose sales on a movie, whereas the movie did well and they made a game and it was bad. Whereas the other way, they made a good game and then
There are rare exceptions where there was a. Nah, maybe not. I can't. Really
Resident
think of
Evil good. I like Resident Evil.
The first
it.
Resident
That's
Evil
not.
movies,
Wait. Hold on. Which Resident Evil film?
I just saw the latest one. I don't know.
Wait, we're talking about the animated film
No.
series, like the one that's okay, the live action.
Live action one.
Okay, that is so far gone off. Like even the first movie, it wasn't like they started off playing tribute to the original one and they just deviated. Like Resident Evil 1, the first movie, so far off the original concept.
This is true. They went their own direction. This
Yeah,
is true.
same with the Silent Hill is a little bit closer to the story, but even they went pretty far off in their first movie. But I going back to Mass Effect, don't think that's gonna happen.
But
Just
what
got a
about
nice
the,
gut feeling.
What about the Assassin's Creed movie?
No,
Because they
if it does, it's gonna be shit like Hitman.
have Michael Fassbender.
Prince of Persia as well.
Prince-
I was really
Prince-
excited for that.
Prince of Persia is.
You were
is-
excited for that?
I saw the trailer. I'm like, I really kind of had hopes for this.
It's one of the best-selling movie game.
I was
video
disgusted.
game movies.
It was made by Disney. I was disgusted. They were
No,
people
because that's the thing though. Because like when I watched the trailer for Prince of Persia, I had the feeling like when I first saw the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer. It was
true.
Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Like it looked fun. It looked entertaining, and
This
I
is
thought I
true.
could get the same enjoyment I got out of the first Pirates movie as I could out of Prince of Persia.
It was all right. It wasn't the greatest. It was all right. But I don't like Disney and people killing each other. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird.
Well, no, that's Walt Disney Pictures.
That's true.
Disney is a different, same master company, just different audience.
I think one of the best-selling video game movies is Tomb Raider. It's up there in the top.
That
list.
Yeah,
those
that's
are
not even
decent.
saying much.
Those are decent movies. I didn't like the third one, but
Third one.
There's a third one.
There's,
Oh, wait.
there's only two.
There's
there is
only
only two. Okay, sorry. The second
one's
one,
bad.
I apologize.
Second one's bad.
But I
Yeah.
like the first one.
First one's good. Correct.
Yes.
The second one's terrible. She's riding the motorcycle on the Great Wall of China.
That was horrible.
It's really
Who's
bad.
doing that? Like the Chinese people be chasing you. Like you're gonna break our
How did she
our
get the
wall.
bike on top of the wall in the first place?
What the heck? Like
And then more Mass Effect news. And I know you would disagree with this, Adriano, because they're expanding the Mass Effect universe, creating a new. I'm not sure if a new trilogy or just a new game. Mass Effect
they lied again.
4, let's say for now. How do you feel about that? Not included. It doesn't.
I want them to be done. I
Yeah.
want this to be wrapped up. I want to be able to hold my Mass Effect collection and say this is everything that's involved in the Mass Effect universe.
Yeah.
Now, would you be against not a Mass Effect game, but the same universe under like a different name, like I don't know, like a completely different name, different protagonist, but like
It's in the
Geth
same
and
universe?
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Give me a specific example and I'll tell you that.
Like I don't play Mass Effect, but like like just another game,
Well,
like in like another war in that universe. So there's the Geth, there's et cetera, et cetera.
So you want a Mass Effect franchise separate from, say, let's call it a Cerberus game. Is that what you mean? You're okay with that?
I'm a little bit more open to the idea, like Infiltrator for iPad.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more open to that idea because it's its own little separate story. I just don't want them to. If they said Mass Effect Infiltrator, it's gonna be a brand new trilogy. Like when you're doing a trilogy, there's gonna be this grand space opera of a story that they're gonna do, and it's gonna either just overshadow the previous one, which people are gonna like, or it's gonna undershadow the previous one, which people aren't gonna like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. I think Mass Effect is best stood as just that main trilogy, with little spin-offs here and there.
What if it was like Half-Life and Portal?
Yeah, that's a good example. It's the same world, but completely different like thing. That they don't mention Gordon Freeman.
Again, it comes down to it. Like, because right now I have the graphic novel sitting, Mass Effect. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a prequel with the Elusive Man during the Turian War.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cover's just him holding a pistol to a Turian's face. I'm thinking, and every time I look at it, I'm like, if they did a game based in that time,
Because
that might be a little like a first-person shooter, maybe.
the game they're talking about does not involve Shepard. Now, they haven't said what time period it takes place within the Mass Effect universe, but it doesn't involve Shepard.
So it could have been on
So
like another
still
front.
no to that?
They have to do it convincingly. Like, I don't want them to fuck around with what's already been established.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they start doing the Star Wars thing and just start mixing around with all the different stories and say this goes in that direction, this goes in that direction, like I don't want that.
So you don't want this character to meet Shepard, essentially. You want that to be like done.
And they've done a really good job. Like I was mentioning this before upstairs, the expanded fiction stories, they are perfect.
Right.
I have yet to find a mistake where you can take an expanded fiction story and apply to my story yours. Your scenario could be scenario possibility 1 and mine could be scenario possibility 1,000,000. The expanded fiction always works out.
Right.
And they did a really good job of that. And I'm afraid that they're going to do something to fuck that up.
But would you be against if, say, this is a new whatever, it's at the same time that Mass Effect happened, and at one point you meet up with Shepard?
No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
No, that's where I lose it. I
can see that happening for some reason.
Yeah. I'm sure Shepard's going to be in there or mentioned somehow.
If they mention Shepard, if they say, the Commander Shepard saved the universe or whatever, if they leave it as vague that it can be applied to anybody's story.
I hope that's an actual line.
What?
Shepard saved the universe.
Okay. But they have to say though, because if you play the games, that might not necessarily happen.
Yeah.
So it has to be like a very generic line, and as soon as they mess up somebody's thing, or unless they go to the extent of importing your file, like they did with Mass Effects 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And depending on what you did, will alter your meetup with Shepard.
Right. That's true.
Well, with the Dragon Age made by BioWare as well, the first one had really nothing to do with the second one, but you still imported your save because
did that get you?
Certain it was just for the history. So if people are talking in Dragon Age 2, then they'll mention something
And
that
I
might have
like
happened.
that because it would suck if you started Dragon Age 2 and it's a different outcome.
Yeah.
Like people were saying, I played Mass Effect on PlayStation, and then I played Mass Effect on Xbox and played Mass Effect 2 on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so your saving files don't line up? He's like, yeah, but like I just like my one character was alive in this one, now he's not in this one. I'm like that's just gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
Like, it just takes you out of it.
I bought both versions for both consoles.
We know you did.
And I might buy the big old combo pack just to play the first one on PS3.
Oh my god.
I'll just play through the whole
That's
campaign.
a true
again.
Sony fanboy right there.
I'm sorry, it's not my fault.
Did you see the who mentioned this to me? Was it I saw it on Reddit and somebody mentioned it afterwards, the modded PlayStation, the N7. Somebody took they modded into an N7 style PlayStation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Or Google it or Reddit it, you'll probably find it.
I love it when people do that.
By the way, any new subreddits, Marty?
No.
Okay.
No new ones this week.
I officially subscribed to Cringe.
You like it?
That is on my front page now.
There's a couple. It takes a little
Yeah.
while to find something good.
Yeah.
You sent me some pretty bad stuff. Though.
Yeah.
Like this, it's just like I can't watch this. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I feel sad for this person on the
The old man magician.
I was so sad. His mic was in his in his
tie.
vest. I was so.
They got his name wrong. He did 7 tricks. They all failed.
Oh man.
Was that one rapping video on Cringe?
Yep.
Oh, that was so funny. Okay, let's move on to our last story before we move on to the rants. I just want to mention first that this is part of G4. Both Attack of the Show and X-Play are being canceled.
This is a disaster.
I'm gonna sit out of this seeing as I don't watch either one of those.
Yeah, but with more than 3,000 episodes aired between them, they have more than enough great material to honor those innovators and their amazing contributions we bring to the show to a close. So they're getting till 2012, end of 2012, to finish off the shows.
That's a problem. I don't like Attack of the Show, but apparently, like other people clearly do. So I'm not gonna comment on that. It's kind of part of the G4 culture.
I stopped watching it after Kevin left. Kevin Pereira.
Kevin Pereira.
I found it was too. I didn't understand what was going on. They kept talking about random things, and I was like, I want one topic. Like, I mean,
Well, no, they're basically like a general news, nerdy, geeky news show.
I don't know. I
They
didn't like it very
cover
much.
all-
I
everything.
like X Play
I liked X Play back in the day.
with Sessler.
Yeah.
And then Sessler got what we believe is fired.
Helped down from
Yeah.
his position.
I think I thought he was getting older, and I think he asked for more money, and they said, "Nope, goodbye, Sessler." And
I'm starting to
then
think he jumped.
he knew. You think?
He
'Cause
jumped out of a sinking ship.
I think they all did know that something, because G4 is going under a whole new rebranding, and they want to become more like a high-end TV show for the 21st century males of America.
Which
GQ
one? Which one was on
GQ
the other
was-
day when Horatio sent?
That was the Attack of the Show. Yeah.
Yeah, that show looks like it has no appeal to me.
And I just want to mention that the inspiration for this podcast kind of came from the X-Play people, the G4 internet website people. They had their own podcast called Feedback.
And then we sat down and watched an episode, and I hated it.
Yeah, it got canceled, and now the whole show's canceled.
But 5 years ago, Attack the Show and X Play were amazing,
Yeah.
and now they're terrible.
I don't think they're terrible. I just think there's a lot of change, and if you were to jump on the show now, you'd be okay. But it's the fact that you don't like the change.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get that.
I still kind of honor the X Play name. It's gonna be pretty bad. This is gonna be bad.
I kind of hope that they turn into like a internet show, something like that.
They'll probably jump on something like what was it? What was his name? Mark Saltzman or something? I forget his name now. But he was.
I hate that guy.
A lot of people don't like him, but
Oh,
he
man.
he jumped on ship with Cineplex and a bunch of people. He used to be Gadgets and Gizmos. That was on G4 back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Man, every time I go to the movies, it's like
yeah.
man, I now I realize I have to sit through for
Your
the
tech
pre-
guide with Mark Saltzman.
Oh my god,
And he
I
talks
hate
about like a
him.
camera,
Yeah.
and it's like this is underwater camera. It takes pictures
Yeah,
underwater.
It's like look at this camera with this look at this phone with this amazing camera. It's perfect for all your photographer lovers.
You remember?
And then I turn my buddy. I'm like, yo, guy, realistically, photographer lovers like to use real cameras, not phones.
You remember back in the day when he was on Reviews on the Run?
I don't
He was
remember
on
him on
Reviews
Reviews on the Run.
Yeah, he might have did like a couple guest
Really?
spots. And
I remember Tommy Tallarico.
Oh,
Tommy Tallarico, Video Games Live.
Yes,
Saw
that's
that
good
last
stuff.
night.
Anyway, rest in peace, G4, as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned.
I mean, they could possibly join the Nerdist channel, which is Chris Hardwick's YouTube channel.
it was surprisingly he's doing well after leaving G4.
Well, because they really wanted to focus on making TV quality shows on YouTube, and that's kind of what they've done.
They got
And-
a
and
Bill
Chris-
Nye
Chris-
show coming out.
Chris Hardwick hosts the
Talking Dead.
Talking Dead,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then IGN has their own Start YouTube station, which has little shows they put on every week.
I wouldn't be
And,
surprised
I'm-
if they switch it up. It's not going to be X Play, but it might be the same people. or
That's
some
what I'm
people.
hoping. I really wish they do that.
What about now? I'm worried about Victor Lucas's shows.
Reviews
like
on the
those.
Run and
He's-
EP Daily.
Well,
I
EP
thought
Daily is
they're still
on-
going, aren't they?
They are, but I'm worried that with all this stuff jumping ship, is he next? But he has like 2 shows together, so maybe he's trying to fight for it. I'm kind of worried about this.
Is EP Daily a G4 show, or is it a?
It's tech, he owns
Tech
it,
TV.
and I think he owns Greedy Productions or something.
Because they also
Pretty
get aired on
Productions says
on
yes.
they also get aired on like CTV or something,
Yeah.
or City TV, something like that.
Yes, I don't think Reviews in the Run does. I don't know for sure, but
I haven't watched Electric Playground or.
EP, yeah. Now I don't know what the heck happened to EP. I'm pretty sure it's just EP Daily now, but I don't know if you guys. It used to be Electric Playground once a week.
That's when I used to watch it.
Then it was EP Daily. Then what they made up, they had EP Daily, EP Weekly, EP Canada, and then now it's EP Daily. And it was right over my head. I was like, what the heck's going on now? Like,
Yeah.
I stopped watching Electric Playground when Tommy left.
I didn't think Tommy was on Electric Playground.
He was.
He was?
Him and Victor were they were the 2 guys.
Oh, okay.
And then they would always do reviews on the run afterwards. Those 2 shows were always
It was
together.
a good hour.
Yeah, and then when Tommy left, it's like I'm like, nope. I'm like I'm done.
Yeah,
I used to watch with that blonde chick.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching
What-
after Tommy
what's your
left.
face? Director of management for Ubisoft Toronto, Jade Raymond.
She was
She
on there.
started off as an Electric Playground
Yeah.
correspondent, and then she went on and made Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh, the man.
But after G4 got terrible, I started gravitating towards the Victor Lucas shows again, and I love them. Watch them every night.
They're amazing. They're good. Like they're not. too corny or anything.
I
He
might, I
has
might
a-
start watching game trailers.
Oh
I-
my
I-
god, I can't stay up till 1 in the morning.
I
with
know.
game trailers.
They're all free. Go to GameTrailers.com. They have
Yeah.
every episode there. You can
They
just stream
stream
for
them,
free.
yeah.
Only thing is, as soon as I
Or-
see Jeff Keighley's stupid face, I want to punch him.
Oh,
or
be
there's
nice.
they're all on the app too. You can download the Game Trailers app. Every web show they've ever had and every episode of Game
Not an actual
Trailers.
punch. That's the
Every episode's on there.
metaphorical punch.
We should get Sessler on the
Apps
show.
with Adriano. Get the Game Trailers, the GTTV app.
After they drew.
I think we should get Adam Sessler on the show.
I'm gonna email him.
See if it's possible.
I do like his beard.
I'm doing it right now.
See, right? He looks like the
Breaking Bad.
no, not Breaking Bad.
X-Bane.
No, Iron Man
The guy
1.
from Hangover.
Iron Man 1. The bad guy. What's his
Oh,
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
name? He just like Jeff Bridges in Iron Man 1.
What do you mean you can't make this? You made this in a cave on rocks.
You knocked out my targeting system, Tony.
That's such a good line. I haven't seen that movie in like, I don't know, since before. Like,
Yeah, the second one left a bad taste. in my
yeah,
mouth.
right.
Trailer though for a third one.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the rants now.
Woo! Excited.
Adriano and Marty are excited for this one.
Yeah.
So this is
We yelled at you to put it in the
Yeah.
the layout of the show when you try to navigate away from the page.
yeah. So Adriano gave us a link to a an interesting story, but
Sometimes you just throw in those links that aren't even video game related.
But it applies because
like the Batman one for the prequel comic that was only available on the
oh, the Nokia.
the Nokia phone.
Nokia phone. There was even like a more specific filter that had to be
Yeah.
applied. Nokia phone on a certain thing. It was like honestly like less than 0.5% of the demographic.
Yeah.
Windows Phone.
Windows phone, Nokia.
Nokia.
That was the only way you could get the bad. Like
0.5% of them.
like what do we say? Like what kind of corner of the contract did they sneak that in there to get that? Dude, that's hilarious.
What about the Nokia Coke phone? Have you guys seen that?
It's
Oh
like-
yeah,
Runs off Coke. Yeah, it's awesome.
This can be your segment, random links with Adriano.
Random links. All right, I'll be sure to throw in a bunch of random links.
Just one. All right, this one's awesome though.
It starts off this lady from I can't remember her
She's in the UK.
she's from the UK. She's on one of the side countries. But her Amazon Kindle and her Amazon account got randomly erased and deactivated. And she travels a lot, so she relies on books a lot to read, and that keeps her entertained. So she contacts Amazon, and their response is they either believe or know that her account is linked to another account. There's two separate accounts, two separate entities. This account that they believe it's linked to violates other privacy issues from Amazon. So as a result, they closed it.
And no more any
Remotely.
accounts she makes.
Yeah, they shut it down. So she's like, so then she replied back. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about by this, and she literally used quotes and she quoted them, and they reply back saying same thing. It is now, it still you're linked to another account, and now it is when accounts are shut down, they are permanently shut down.
Permanent action taken.
Permanent action. So everything is erased. Her account is gone. Every single dollar she's ever pumped into that, useless.
Even the stuff she's downloaded is gone.
Yeah, it is just erased.
Basically, sorry, but tough luck.
Yeah. So then a couple more emails went back and forth. Her just acknowledging what was going on. She literally would say, "Okay, so I want you to acknowledge that 1, this is happening. 2, it's because of this, and 3, blah blah blah."
Funny thing is, though, she only has one account, and it's not with Amazon UK. It's with Amazon.com, and they're emailing her saying, related Amazon UK account is violating terms, so we're terminating yours.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
So this goes on my huge rant about digital distribution, because you're at the mercy of these companies. And to clarify, I don't have a problem with digital distribution. I just have a problem with the way it's handled.
You don't own anything.
You don't own anything.
This is frightening.
You go and buy something from Apple. I mentioned this upstairs in our layout. You buy something from Apple. You don't buy anything. That term is just a keyword for bigger definition. That is just permanent rental, and you're at the mercy of Apple. If they ever decide to pull it or feel you're violating something, they can just take it away and not give your money back. And this goes for PlayStation. This goes for
Steam's a big one.
Steam, Xbox, Nintendo's going to be part of this when they start doing some DLC packs, and this guy over here who's got digital galore. How do you feel about this?
I understand how you cannot like you don't like digital distribution.
Yeah. And
But,
I
I
don't have a
mean-
problem with it. If there was a way for the courts to rule that it is mine from now until the day I die, or even beyond, I should be able to pass it on if I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, and that was the Bruce Willis thing, that he wants to pass on his music from
Yeah.
iTunes to his daughter,
Yeah.
but he can't because once he's dead, he no longer owns that music.
Yeah.
It's no longer in his name. It can't be put in a will to give to someone
Yeah.
else. It's gone, and so he's suing Apple over that. I mean, is there anything you can do?
Now, how does that make sense?
It makes sense. Like it makes sense. Like, I don't know. He should be able to write it off again. He should be able to if he is unable to own it or permanently rent it, he should be able to move it.
Oh, okay. I thought
Oh,
you
I
make
thought you were
sense.
saying-
Yeah, I thought you were agreeing with Apple's side of it, saying that.
No.
All right, I
I'm
was
agreeing
about to.
with the sewer.
I was about to lose my shit on you. So, like this somebody made a joke about this once on the internet somewhere. They say, like, it sucks because my older brother passed on his video games to me. It was just something as simple as handing me a cardboard box with Nintendo or Super Nintendo, and I had all these games. I'm like, and he's like, what happens when I want to pass on my system to my kid?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just like literally shows a screenshot of a foreign guy like in an office somewhere saying, "Oh, we can't transfer your licenses because it's a
Yeah.
different user." Blah blah blah. It's like, is that the future we're heading towards?
Now, well, here's the thing. There's a lot of talk about the next generation of consoles being digital distribution only. It's all rumored, but it's one option.
because Xbox is already licensed.
If they
Blu-ray
do
technology.
that, I will not buy a retail game.
That's a scary thought.
I don't
Me
like this.
personally, I will not buy a retail game.
if it's
If it's solely digital distribution, all the games came out on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Arcade, whatever. Day one, I will probably not buy a retail game again.
Now,
You will not own a game again.
I will not own
you
a game
will not.
again.
So now look behind me. Look at your nice fine selection of
Yes.
games back here.
Yeah.
You got some good ones. You got Resistance 3. You got Mass Effect 2. You got Oblivion. Ooh, Assassin's Creed 2.
I think I see the fight
It's-
over there. The
Yeah.
PlayStation Move.
So now, could you imagine one day when you want to say, "Hey, I want to put in Oblivion. I want to put that game in and I want to play it." Oh shit, PlayStation 6 isn't backwards compatible. Oh shit, I can't even put this disc in because it doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
All right, how do I do this? You log on. Oh, Oblivion, PlayStation 3 Classic, $59.99 or wherever the hell it's going to be. Does that make you feel okay saying that I have to go rebuy this
No,
now?
it doesn't, but I will do it.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
And if this does happen, I will not be buying EA games because
Well, it's not going to be just. It's not.
they like to delete my stuff right now.
You mean Ubisoft?
I mean Ubisoft, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
It is not going to be just EA. It's going to be everybody, and it's unfortunate because like Gearbox is already doing something like this.
Yes.
They've already started, and I'm like, I would rather not have a console. I'd rather just not do gaming anymore.
Just play old school.
you do know this is inevitable, though, right?
I know, but if there's a fix where if the courts can rule that I can legally own it
Yeah.
and I can pass it on to whoever I want 50 years from now, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with digital. As much as I'm going to miss having stuff on my shelf that I can physically hold,
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that. But when they say, no, you buy this as long as you're alive, or if this system goes, you can't, because Nintendo Wii was the worst. You buy something, I bought Castlevania like 4 goddamn times because you can't transfer that. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to transfer that. It is tied to the system. System goes, you got to rebuy it.
Yeah.
The upside with Xbox is, yeah, okay, you can transfer your content from Cybernetic Oblivion and get it back.
And then with Sony, you can only have 2 systems with your account on it.
ugh.
Anything you can do with
So,
Xbox.
which is
I think
weird
I
because-
think you only do one account.
Because I find that weird because say your console crashes, you can't disconnect that console from your ID.
I think there's probably some online thing, which is like forget all things.
I hope so because
It'll
because-
forcibly eject one of them.
Yeah, because Xbox has that and Apple has it. You can once every 12 months you're allowed to say just forget all computers and just restart over,
Mhm.
which I find convenient.
And then with the with iTunes and the Apple ID, you can individually disconnect them.
Yeah,
But to
I've never
wipe
done
them
that,
all out, it's only the 12 months, like you said.
Yeah.
You can probably call them and they'll have a MAC address and say, I don't want this one anymore.
Yeah, Xbox has
Well-
something like that too. And once you're allowed to transfer licenses once every 12 months. But one time when I called, it was like 8 months. He's like, "Yeah, I'll just override it now and transfer it over."
Bam,
Yeah.
customer service.
A year ago, if your computer hard drive crashed, you would lose all your iTunes music. You cannot re-download it.
Holy crap.
How long ago was this?
Maybe a year ago.
That's 2011. You couldn't do that.
I'm pretty sure because
Guess who it happened to?
you.
Me.
That's right. It did happen to
He
you.
dropped his hard drive.
But Apple's since fixed that with iCloud. You can now re-download all previous purchases,
What if?
TV shows, music, and movies.
What if is it just stuff that you've downloaded and lost after that change, or what if it's stuff that you downloaded before? Like can you go back and download a stuff?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah. But before that, you
Slightly
could
redeemed,
You could call
not all the
Apple,
way.
argue with them, and they would give you your music back.
But that's the point. Like, why does an argument have to be put
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Like, the purchase was made. There was a legal transaction. How in their right mind, how are they justifying to themselves to say, no, you can't have your stuff back?
Yeah. It's really weird.
I agree with this because, whatever, like, you don't really notice how much you're tied to digital content. Like today, I was mentioning before, I got my Battle.net account stolen. I linked my D2 stuff, Diablo 2 stuff, all to my account because it was easier because it's an older game.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that once it got hacked, I wasn't allowed to play Diablo 2, Diablo 3, my expansions, or WoW, which I haven't played for years, but WoW anymore. Like, you kind of realize, like, all that's gone now. I had to call them and get it back, and it was nice enough for me to get it back. But the point is, like, you don't realize how much you rely on this digital. Like, it's actually, like, this is bad.
Yeah, and it's amazing because I had an issue. I was looking through an issue of Wired magazine, and like every other fucking page was an advertisement for antivirus and like protection against this and that. You know, it was a good protection against digital theft. Get a goddamn hard copy.
Yeah.
You don't have any account tied to it. You literally got a save game file on a random hard drive. That's it. You lose that, big whoop.
I'm afraid of Steam now.
That's
That will never be stolen digitally. That can never be ripped away from you. That's my goddamn rant.
That's good. Okay, and I think that's wraps up for tonight.
I did talk about video games live.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, take it away.
I saw video games live.
Okay, and there we go.
You saw
No.
the Tommy Tellerico
Tommy Taylor
playing his guitar.
We played the guitar. Started off with Castlevania,
Oh.
which is amazing because
Did you buy
Castlevania
that like 4 times?
is a good game. No, he did montage from 3 or 4 different Castlevania games. I found this out after the show. He's the cousins with Aerosmith guy Steven Tyler.
He's cousins with him.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yeah,
That's bizarre.
yeah.
So where did you go to see this?
Massey Hall, Toronto.
Yeah. Okay.
Should probably fill that little piece of information in.
Was it the whole orchestra and everything?
Yeah, it was. I don't think it wasn't their biggest orchestra because it's not a big hall, but they had quite a few pieces. They had a massive harp. This harp was huge. And then, so yeah, they did stuff from Final Fantasy, Castlevania. They had the YouTube girl flute. You know that girl who goes nuts on the flute.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Do a quick search, you'll probably find her. They had her. She did a bunch of stuff, and then they did a straight up opera version of the Tetris theme.
That sounds awesome.
It was probably my favorite one. That and then when they did Chrono Trigger theme, those are probably my 2 favorite. But it was much longer than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be like an hour and a half. That's it. It was an hour and a half, and then it was intermission. And then another hour
holy
and
man.
a half. Yeah,
Holy
Wow.
crap.
yeah.
Now, did people get dressed up for this?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I saw some, and then the best is you. On your way out, you just see everybody pull out their fucking 3DSs.
Oh.
Start seeing people
Oh,
they met.
yeah.
just
There we
walking
go.
down.
This is awesome.
It's like, oh, you're just clicking the screen.
Matt was having the time of his life at Fan Expo.
Oh, it's amazing. But I didn't realize that it was limited to 10 people.
At a time, right?
That's the only thing, yeah.
So you need to check the 10 people.
Yeah,
and
you have
then-
to check them in.
Continually. My friend said what he did was he was there for all 3 days. He would stop every day for 20 minutes and he would just sit there and keep pressing A.
Jeez.
A and R over and over and over again until he got like 200 people.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that next time. But I still got 10 people, which is good record. That's good stuff.
Oh, man.
Plus that crazy guy on the train we saw all day. That crazy little kid, he had 3DS.
see, Marty.
There
that's
goes
what
his
we're talking
iPhone.
about. Just throw on your iPhone 5.
Sorry.
Keep your stuff in a case.
Yeah, you need a case. man.
Cases are expensive.
Yeah, but if you just saved money with the App Shopper app, you have a case.
All the apps I reviewed were free.
Like literally today, I saved I'm not even kidding, $12 plus applicable taxes. Sorry, $13 plus. I saved $13 today because I just signed up for a free account. 13 goddamn dollars.
It's not like I'm gonna be spending money.
What?
It's not like I'm gonna be spending money anyway, so I don't need to be saving money.
That is the worst logic I've ever heard. That is, if that's your reason. If that's the statement you're going on through life, wow, man.
I'll just take free stuff.
You're free McDonald's.
With the Iron Knight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I used it.
It's good, right?
It was a good razor.
That's good.
Okay, let's hear a review on the razor.
I did cut myself once. It was too sharp. The razor was way too sharp. There's like I had a little blood stain on my cheek all morning.
Expo, the poster.
Oh my god.
I want this
I'm
anymore.
done with this. You couldn't see it in the bag. It was like completely unaware. It looked like a magic trick when you just you pull up you pull a big item outside of a little one. That's what it was. It's like, I'm done with this. Toss it down on the table.
There was no saving it.
It was so
I gave
bad,
up on that poster.
It was so bad.
Next year, I'm gonna come with a roll of elastics.
There you go.
On my
Holy man. Come with a cardboard tube.
No.
Be
No,
safer.
not that. Because I have to carry that in. I'd rather just carry shit out. With at least elastics around my wrist.
Man.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's dangerous in there. No cell service. Well, you have it, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, what do we find? Like a 5-foot radius in the middle of the area where you could get something?
Yeah, God.
Okay, so let's wrap it up for tonight's show. You can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/shoulderbuttonboys.
Twitter at Marty_who.
Yeah, you can follow Marty.
At ML Productions or ML Productions 01 rather.
Throw in all your Twitter names. That's good.
At nothing, because I don't.
You don't have Twitter?
No.
And I'm not giving mine out. So.
What? I'll give it out for you.
If you follow me or Matt, you'll find him in our followers.
I have it locked, so you can't just follow
Just look
me.
for the locked one.
You guys want to go hit up Wendy's?
I do.
I'm going to bed.
Fine.
What?
Fine.
All right, let's go do this.
All right,
pressure.
okay. Hopefully you'll hear us next week.
1 o'clock in the morning.